Alright, what's going on, guys? Got a first look at the Ghost Recon beta here, and I'm just going to be kind of talking over what's going on in the background. You pretty much can get what's going on. I'm just waiting, actually, or was waiting, this is not a live comm, for people to join, which eventually they did, and I'll get to that later. But as you can see, there's 2 maps in the beta, and there aren't many people playing right now. Only Plus members have it, and a few VIP members, and it just went live today. And it shows. Oh god, does it show. So anyway, just a few things. You don't really have access to a lot, but the main thing is the character customization, the gun customization, and whatnot. So I'm just going to kind of show you here. You know, there are 2 factions, just what's going on. There really isn't a whole lot of difference between the factions, what I noticed, just from messing around with it a little bit. Just they do have different guns, slightly, but they pretty much balance out equally. One isn't really better than the other. So yeah, your appearances, and really you can only customize the head from what I found. I tried other things, but I couldn't find any other customization, so it's whatever. But the progression is pretty cool. You really don't unlock a whole lot of stuff. I'm guessing, kind of hoping that there is a few more unlockables. They just haven't revealed it all for the beta. But I don't know, because you unlock like 20 things out of like 50 levels or something like that. Yeah, the cap is going to be 50 from what it looks like, and the last thing you get is like a hood. So that's, cool, I guess. However, the equipment and guns and weapons and all that, there's a lot more unlockables within the weapons themselves, which is pretty cool. So here's some of the equipment you can use. Camera, it's basically radar. Really, claymore, y'all know what that is, and the next thing is like a stun claymore, basically. Looks awesome. And camo, I don't know how it works entirely. Medkit heals you, but camo is pretty cool as it is, and you'll see that later in this video too. Then you have 3 types of grenades, at least in the beta, and again, like I said, all of this is what is shown in the beta. There may be more. I'm kind of guessing there isn't more, just because it shows all the guns and what level you unlock them at. And I don't know if maybe they're keeping some from us, but I kind of doubt it, because they show what's there, and that you can't really, I don't know, you're not going to level up that much in the beta anyway, most likely. So these are all the secondaries, just variations on the same gun, basically, which is fine. And then you have a few random ones. You have a stun gun, which I think is actually pretty cool, because of the way you use it in the game for collecting intel and stuff. But that's something I don't know a whole lot about. I haven't played a lot, obviously, at all, really. So you need to watch some trailers and explanation videos for that from the developers themselves. But the customization is awesome, especially how they present it. You can, as you can see I'm doing right here, you can take it apart and put it together. Make sure it looks good. If you're a big fan of the looks, I don't know why you would be. You want to go for function anyway. But there's tons of options for not so much sidearms, but for some of the other guns, there really are. And you can always optimize it right here too. So, you hit the D-pad, and like, I want more power, and it'll just pick out of what ones you have unlocked in that like trigger or muzzle or option, whatever. It'll pick the best one for that. So if you have them unlocked, you want just a really powerful gun, alright, it'll set it up for you. It's really cool, and especially because you can customize the gun really to how you play, which is awesome. Because if this is how many guns there aren't a lot of guns, which is definitely the opposite of Call of Duty, which is kind of what all shooters are really competing against anyway. So these are the main guns for the Ghost faction, and you have 2 of them. To start off with, you have a submachine gun and a semi-auto rifle. And I found out later, and you'll see the second clip in my video, that apparently there are other. I don't know how you edit them in this. Maybe I just didn't look into it because I've been kind of excited to play. But there are other, like, what do I want to call it? I don't know. Factions, jobs. There you go. And I've just been editing, like, this was like riflemen or something. So I guess there's engineer and scout, or that's the one. Engineer and rifleman and scout and whatever. I don't know. But there are other ones, and they come preloaded with stuff. I don't know how you edit those in each one. I didn't really see an option. Maybe I missed it completely. But whatever. Again, tons of customization. Not any really open to you as soon as the beta starts. As you level up more, of course you will, but it's a beta, so you're just going to start off for square one again when the game starts. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. You have all the paint options open, which I kind of fucked around with. You know, it's whatever. And yeah, I'm really impressed with how they presented all this. It's really pretty cool. And you can see all the different options going on in the background. I wish they'd bring a little closer. You can see how many options there are, because there's only like one or two. You're like, oh, keep cycling between the same ones, or you may not notice it. It's whatever, but you know, it's sweet, especially just putting things back together and whatnot. I don't know, I just love how it functions. So this is a little thing you can actually do while you're waiting for a game. You can see I'm still waiting for a game, and you can like try out guns. You know, it's pretty awesome. And there isn't a whole lot you can do. You can only move in this square area, but you can take cover. As you can see, the camo works fairly well, and this is going to show off the rifle that the Ghost faction has. It's pretty accurate. It's not accurate when you use it semi-automatically, as you can see. I mean, I was doing minimal adjustment there. I just kind of wanted to show, but it's yeah, you just want to zoom in. There are two zoom modes. This one is with R3. Again, I'm playing on the PlayStation 3, but you all should be able to figure it out. So R3 is like super zoom in, like first person, and then L1 is just that zoom in, and that's obviously less accurate, but still works, of course, for running a gun, especially for a semi-auto. It works a lot better. But as you can see, this gun, you know, I'm not very accurate with it because I suck. I'm still getting used to the game, but it's pretty accurate, especially at long range. I mean, it's a rifle. That's what it's made for, really. And you can see here as I'm cloaked, and you can see yourself cloaked, and then as soon as you fire, you uncloaked, which is, you know, how you've seen cloakings work in the past with like Killzone 2, Killzone 3, stuff like that. And it's definitely kind of cool. I haven't figured out a whole lot how to, you know, they were like rolling around cover and stuff and on the ground, all that sort of shit, and trailers and shit. I don't know how to do that yet, but you can go prone, you can crouch, all that sort of stuff. And this pistol kind of sucks, not gonna lie. It's not very accurate when you're using L1 like that, but when you actually do the first person zoom in, it's pretty good, even pretty fast semi-automatically. You'll see right here, or almost right there. But yeah, it's kind of tricky, because if you go into the third person aim and then the first person aim, you have to hold the first person or the third person aim still. So like if I go into L1 and then use R3, I have to still hold L1, which is annoying, but just something to get used to. And so this is the semi-automatic, and this is probably the gun I'm gonna be using, hopefully, when I can actually get in a game and play, because for a lot of the maps seem to be like close quarters, or both of them, and this thing is pretty accurate at close range, even medium distant range, as you can see, and fires quick as shit. So it's pretty awesome, especially when you do first person zoom, but not very accurate from far away, natural as it should be. And yeah, it's, you know, it's a good gun, I guess. I kind of hope there are more guns, honestly, but if there aren't, it's really not going to be a big deal, because that way you won't be able to be like, oh, well, this guy has this gun, it's overpowered. No, you just got to change your gun up a little bit, you know, and make your gun personalized to exactly how you play, because there's so many different options for editing it and making it, you know, just how you are. If you're, you know, a run and gun, you're going to want a lot of power, maybe, you know, high hip accuracy or something, I don't know. It's whatever. So it's pretty cool, but I really like this firing range kind of demo thing, because you can do it while you're waiting for a game. You know, if you know, just have some time to kill, it's nice for testing out guns. So, and it flows really quickly. Like the loading time is damn near non-existent, which is really nice. And then I'm gonna show just a few options here of what the other faction has, because they have different guns, same equipment and grenades, though, I believe. But it's, you know, it's pretty cool. Obviously, you're going to be playing on both factions eventually. Right now in the beta, you can just switch factions however much you want. So there's no auto balance. You're going to see in the pseudo game that I play in the next clip that it's very unbalanced, and it's a shitstorm. Hopefully, I mean, this beta goes till May 2nd, I believe, and I really hope they get some of this stuff worked out. Because it's pretty rough right now, and it might be a deal breaker. So this is the stun gun. Pretty self-explanatory. You fire it once, you gotta reload. Yeah, I guess the stun gun is pretty tactically advantageous, and I don't know a whole lot about it, but you guys need to look it up. And this is some automatic sniper rifle, basically. Not extremely accurate when you're just aiming regularly, but when you aim, first person down the sights, then yeah, of course. So, just like the other rifle, pretty much. I haven't noticed a lot of drop. As you can see with 90 meters, just straight across, there isn't a whole lot there. So, I don't know, it's definitely not as, I'm going to say realistic, go on a limb and say realistic as Battlefield 3, because that one definitely takes the gold for realism and all that. But of course, accuracy is improved as you go prone and blah 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 blah. You guys know the drill. So I just showed you guys a lot of this because I was still waiting to play, and it was kind of annoying because no one really has it. Because they released, it was fucking stupid. They just released like the download only for Plus members, and everyone else is probably gonna get to download it today or something. I don't know. I don't know if everyone else is gonna get downloaded or not. But either way, not many people have it, especially like on a Thursday afternoon. People are at work or at school or something, and I just have exams. So it's whatever. It's really odd how they had people download it and then wait 2 days to be able to play it. So hopefully this weekend it'll pick up or something. But I don't know. Of course, if the servers act the way they were, you'll see. It might be a shitstorm. This game could be make or break based on the online. But it is pretty cool because you'll see later too that it's based up the teams. At least there's one game mode right now. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but based them into 2 factions for each team. So 2 squads, I mean, for each team. So that's pretty cool. So all right, here we go. Gonna get into a game now. I've waited around for a while and finally got in here. You can see that's what I was talking about before, the different jobs: scout, engineer, and rifleman. And I guess I was just messing around with the scout, I believe. Yeah, so I decided to pick someone different and go with the rifleman, I believe, with the ACR, because it's always a safe gun, right? And first thing I notice is, okay, this is kind of busy menu here, right? And I don't really, I can see people jumping around. I don't really know what's going on, and I hit deploy right now, like right after that, and I was like, okay, spawning, right? And I was just waiting. I had no idea. I was pushing buttons, it wouldn't let me spawn, and I was like, that's not a good sign. I have no idea what's going on. Does not help, and I don't see what's going. I hear things, and people are like, go for this. I'm like, okay, I'm coming. And finally I get out here, and apparently you're supposed to capture something. I don't know. And I noticed instantly that it is a lot harder to get around than it was in the firing range. Like moving the firing range felt alright, but this was just like wobbly and things were unstable, and I don't know, maybe I just need to get used to it. But it was just, I had a hard time. It was like overreacted. I probably got just a sensitivity or something. But I come around here and this is what I see. Jesus. I'm just unloading on guys. I don't even, it's a disaster. Like, guys are getting killed. It could be me, because I'm at college internet, but my internet's actually been pretty decent recently, because people have been leaving. It's the end of the year. But I'm just like, okay, what the fuck? And then I get killed randomly by, I don't even know. And this assessment thing, this timer that counts down, it keeps going up, and I'm like, oh shit. And so I try and spawn again. And then I notice that it's, there's something weird going on. I'm trying to look. I'm like, okay, I can move up to see who died where and what. That's cool. And I'm like, spawning. Right. Almost. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I'll see what this button does. Score. Oh, it's unbalanced. And then I apparently spawned right here because I died again. But I don't know. And that was basically my experience. I've tried to play another game after this, and I haven't been able to find people to play. I figured I would just, throw out a vid for you guys, even more unbalanced, and then I'll try again later tonight when I actually have time, because I have an exam coming up in an hour or so. But yeah, that's literally all. It froze after this, and you're gonna see it. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, rate, comment. Let me know if you want to see more Ghost Recon. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it at this point because of the online, but we'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Take it easy. Catch y'all later.